What is up, passengers? Welcome back to another video, and today we are playing GTA 5, and as you can tell by the title of the video, we are gonna be doing a bank heist. So if you do want more of these videos that I will be posting during quarantine, make sure you like this video. 5 likes would be appreciated. Hit that subscribe button because we are so close to 100, and hope you enjoy. I start the day off right by rushing into the heist room, and look at that baby, and then I pressed the button to start the heist, and I pull out my phone just to give Lester a call. I get out of the room, and then I head to the living room, just waiting, play a game on my phone, a nice good game of Raid Shadow Legends, and I decide to invite people, prepare all the stuff, get the guns, and then this happens. After finally finding someone to join my heist or session, I quickly get up off the couch, enter the heist room with Lester, and then my teammate, the guy with the nice, well-conducted white suit jacket, comes in, and then Lester talks about what I have to do. Oh yeah, this is your first bank heist, and yeah. So we enter out my apartment very cinematically, all looking all tough with the sunglasses on, and the door just closes. And then we get this thing that's a setup for the Fleeca job, which is a type of bank in GTA 5. So I decide to hop into Lester's car, rushing past my teammate, and then he enters the side, and then we just start driving. Then my teammate bashes the window to pull his gun out, and then I think he also starts shooting, and then he keeps on shooting, and he just keeps doing it, and everyone starts running. And then eventually we fail the mission because, he was just being a nuisance. So after failing the previous time, I decided to shoot up a new session, and I decided to do the same thing and try to find a new teammate to do this heist with. Actually, a woman who is a level 48 in GTA Online decides to join my session. So as it's launching session, we get into a screen where we get to choose all our different outfits for our heist setup. So I decided to go with the classic 50s look of a leather jacket, or greased up hair, and some nice sunglasses, and I also tell her to ready up so we could begin this heist. So again, we walk out of my apartment all cinematically, me going first, and then the lady coming out next. And then after that cutscene is over, we get the same screen where it says Fleeca job, set up, and we have to scope it out. So I just rush to the blue car and then hop in, and then the woman behind me rushes past and decides to go to the right next to me. So I hope, but instead of trying to smash the window and start shooting all over the place, I just drive, and she just sits patiently as we have a nice calm drive to the bank. Totally not suspicious. We do pull up to the bank, and boy oh boy, it looks like a small facility. It then cuts to this cutscene where Lester is showing us his phone about all the security and all what's inside the place in order for us to pull it off. And it looks like a pretty easy heist, so easy that even a kid with the pistol can go in there and then just point a gun at the cashier and tell him to give him the money and open the vault. So if a child can do it, then probably us grown-ass men and women can do it too. We then had to go to Lester's factory to swap out the vehicle because this black SUV has all the hacking equipment, guns, clothes, masks that my friend Lester called up his hacker friend page to get all the equipment. So now my mission is to deliver this big black SUV with all our heist equipment back to my garage for to progress the heist. So we eventually arrive to my house. I make a sharp left turn, and then I hover the car over the yellow mark, and as we slowly enter the garage, and then I get the thing that says mission passed. Or before that, it pans up to the apartment, then it says setup passed. And then it shows the rank. Of course, I got platinum. I earned a little bit of something called JP. I earned a little bit of RP, which is kind of like GTA's equivalent of earning XP. And that was the first setup done. We bring all the stuff into the place to progress. So now our next objective is to steal our getaway vehicle called the Kuruma. We cinematically exit my apartment, and damn, Steven Spielberg would be so impressed, so just give me a damn Oscar already. So, I decide to run to my personal vehicle to start this mission. So I enter through the passenger side and switch to the driver's side, and my partner was AFK for a while, so I decide to honk my horn, not knowing that. So I just keep honking the horn, and eventually she un-AFKs herself, and then tries to go into my personal vehicle, but then realizes that I restricted the access to everybody. So she decides to enter her own personal vehicle, and I'm like, you know what, I don't want to drive, so I decide to just hop into her personal vehicle and let her drive. We arrive at the parking lot, which is where the Kuruma is stored, and it is stored at the top floor of this wonderful parking lot. So we just keep doing loop-de-loops around to get to the rooftop. She then stops, but then starts again, and we keep doing these loop-de-loops until we eventually reach the top of the roof. And then that's when stuff starts going down. As I'm trying to shoot, all these gangsters gun me down, and then I get wasted. But luckily, we didn't run out alive, so I just respawned back in while my partner was pretty much carrying me and doing all the work by shooting all these gangsters. I try to take cover behind this car. I shoot one guy, earn a little bit of RP, shoot another guy, earn another batch of RP, and just head towards the Kuruma so we could finish this mission. And we cleared this whole batch of gangsters. I gunned down the last guy and then checked for any other enemies. But my partner already started the Kuruma. I entered through the back like I'm an Uber passenger, and we drive off. Reach the bottom, and all these gangsters are blocking us, but my partner just rams through it like a mother effing battering ram. And then I whip out my Uzi trying to shoot from behind, but goddamn, these gangsters are really slow. So we're obviously ahead of the game as we drive it back to Lester's. We take it to the factory unharmed and not dead, and we park it under the bridge, and boom, mission passed. Now it is time for the final phase of the heist, the actual heist itself. The thing where we go in, whip our guns out, and tell the cashier to put the money in the bag and open the vault, and we run away from the cops. That is what we're doing. So I walk away from the window and enter the heist room to meet Lester and this new friend I randomly invited. And he starts talking about, oh yeah, this is your first heist. Don't be too hard on yourself. And then he starts getting really sexual for some reason. Like, bro, do you understand about something called sexual harassment? Like, don't be like Harvey Weinstein. Like, bro, I don't need to hear that. And then he starts also talking about orgies in our future. I'll just let you hear it all out.
Wild, insane, mind-blowing orgies in your future. Orgies.
Like, bro, we don't need to hear any of that. So he then tells us, oh yeah, good luck, and then that's the heist. So this is the part where I basically, choose the cut and, make sure everything's ready, how much each person gets paid, because you don't want to pay someone under minimum wage unless you're living in China and working in a factory. But we're not in China, we're in capitalist America, where everyone gets paid minimum wage and above. Now this is where the fun begins. This is where we actually get to choose what kind of outfits. So I decided to go for a more serious look where we dress up in suits, but then I didn't like the mask, so I decided to go with more happy, optimistic look. So I decided to go for the character look, and of course I decided to go with the pink-haired anime girl, big eyes. At least it wasn't a full bodysuit where it had not only the pink hair and big eyes of a typical anime girl, but also the big jugs. So then we cinematically exit out, looking all tough, twisting the head side by side, like, come on Steven Spielberg or Disney, let me direct your new movie. I'm talking to you, Disney. Like, what other animated Disney movies do you need to reboot? I'm sure there's so many. How about The Hunchback of Notre Dame? Let me direct that. Look at what I could do with that cinematic shot of us exiting the apartment. So I decide to enter this guy's car, and we decide to drive off to Lester's factory, where I will grab the Kuruma and drive us to the bank. Eventually make it to Lester's factory. He drives over the yellow marking. We exit out the car, and it is now my time to shine, where I run to the Kuruma. I get in the driver's seat. My friend, I try to make sure he gets in. So I switch to first person mode, and boom, there he is. He is already in. I turn off the radio because nobody wants to hear that horrible music, because this is the time where we take it seriously. No music, because it's not a happy time. So I pull up and accelerate and drive to the bank. I eventually do pull up to the bank, but we're a little bit early because my friend here did not do the hack. So I decide to park in between this little alley between a surf shop and some beach goodies, like where they sell bikinis and swimsuits for all your beachy needs. So I decide to go into first person and look at what he's doing, and damn, he is really tuned into that little device. I turn on the radio and I wait for him to complete the hack. It takes a while, but in the end, we got it. So after he got the hack done, he entered the bank. I went in, destroyed all the security cameras, and now my job as the driver is to keep the witnesses under control. So my job is basically just to keep them intimidated by shooting it on the floor, shooting it in the ceiling, and try to scare them as much as possible, because if I lower the intimidator meter, which is the yellow bar at the lower right hand corner, then I don't know what the hell they're gonna do. They might attack me, they might do stuff to me that I don't like. So whenever I saw it get lower, I kept shooting and tried to be the bigger man, while he was able to get the cap. After my guy was able to get the box with all the necessary money we needed, I decided to rush out the bank, get into the car, gun down a couple cops to make a clean getaway, and I decided to make a U-turn, but then I realized that there was a certain objective where I had to go to a pickup point. So I made another U-turn again, skirted off the road, but managed to get back on and kept driving, where this supposed guy would supposedly get us away from the police. So arriving closer to the pickup point, I keep driving and driving and driving, ramming police officers, ramming police cars, and I see the pickup point, which is this helicopter with this magnetic beam thing, and then we slow down, it just picks us up, and we get lifted away And then it says heist pass with that epic cinematic shot of the helicopter carrying us and dragging us to victory. It then fades to black, and then it loads this loading screen, and then Lester comes out and gives us the money and says, "Oh yeah, congratulations, you get the cash, here's your money, now go." I then got the screen where it said heist pass, and then it shows the different ranks, and I got platinum even though my partner did most of the work, and I got $100,000, and then since I got 50% of the take, I got $50,000, but then it was my first time bonus, which got me $150,000, and if you didn't know, my current amount of cash was $800,000, and then with that money, I'm at $900,000, and if I keep doing more things to make money, that can eventually get me to $1 million. So comment below what I should do for my $1 million special in GTA Online. Celebrate. Me and my teammate, we went to the bar, got a drink, and have some beer. We had a nice little conversation, and then we were just chilling at the bar, and when it was over, we greeted each other bye, and that is how we celebrated. But it's not over yet, because I have a message at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Now that you approach the end of the video, I have an announcement to make. So, as you saw through the previous gameplays of me doing this heist, I had to invite other people to do it with me. So I don't want to have to go through that again. So if you do play GTA Online and you have an Xbox, comment your Xbox in the comment section below so I can add you, and also join my crew just so we can make it even easier. Like this video, 5 likes would greatly be appreciated. Subscribe if you're new. Thank you so much for 75 subscribers, because we are so close to 100. And also, if you live in New York City at 7 o'clock, I want you to scream, "Go subscribe to the Gaming Train 55. That would greatly help spread the word of my channel, and also share it with your friends, because they might want to watch this epic and subscribe to this epic content too, just like. But without further ado, if you enjoyed this video, I will see you next time, and peace out.